All right, so just to clear up a couple questions as posed on the forums here about the bike. I took the carburetors off. This is an air box I picked up off of eBay. It has no vacuum leaks from what I can tell. I purchased new carb like vacuums or little boots there. These are original from what I can tell. They didn't have any vacuum leaks. These are all tightened down really well. And the only thing I've done on any of these really is I poured a little bit of rubber cement on this one just because there was a small crack on the outside. It wasn't a vacuum leak, but I didn't want it to turn into a vacuum leak at some point. So I fixed that. Answering any questions about the exhaust, there was originally an exhaust leak up on cylinder 3 that was leaking down past here where there would be oil, kind of like an oily gasoline substance that had really no smell to it, that would pour down through here. And I tried my best to fix that by kind of straightening out the copper ring that sits between the exhaust and the actual engine itself. I fixed that up before it would blow smoke essentially whenever the bike wasn't running right. It would blow smoke out past this and that kind of oily substance. The carburetors are currently off the bike. The VM22s is what they are right now. They have a 15 pilot jet and a 102 main jet. I bench synced them the best I could from the engine side. Here's them all kind of opening at the same time here. These have been cleaned. This was their first time back on the bike since I took them apart, redid all of the float bowl gaskets, top gaskets. I replaced all of the needles, all of the pilot jets, all of the main jets, and decreased the jet size from 112.5 to 102. So yeah, and that was because I planned on stopped using pod filters. The needle position in here was, I believe, in the third or second position. I can't remember for sure, but I just did that based on what it was when I got the bike, just to make sure that it was in the correct one, and the one that the little Haynes manual that I keep using for reference tells me. Otherwise, I really don't know what else is the problem. Someone mentioned a knocking issue with the engine. I hear that, and it also sounds like, I don't know, it sounds kind of like the cylinders are a little bit rough. I don't know, it's got a very odd churning noise to it. Not quite like disintegrating, but it does sound very strange. I believe with these, there was the automatic cam chain tensioner. If I remember correctly, I shouldn't have to take the entire engine apart in order to adjust the cam chain, I'm hoping. And I should just be able to loosen this bolt. The cam chain should push back up against this, and then I should be able to tighten it back up. That way the spring is correct in here, and it's not making that knocking noise that you probably heard in the video. As for the points that are behind this right now, they looked like they were new. But I'm not 100% sure. They were very clean looking, and from what I could tell, they were fine. I didn't touch them because the bike started and ran. So I'll upload another video if anyone wants to see what those actually look like. Hopefully once this is back together, and then hopefully I'll be able to fix the cam chain issue if there is one. Because at the moment I don't entirely know. That's going to require a little bit more research before I go monkeying around with it. If you have any more questions or anything, I'll upload more videos just showing what the problems are from what I can tell, or you guys can always just Skype me and we can have a conversation about it, and I'll do the work, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much for your guys' help. I really do appreciate it. And yeah.